Hi everybody, Audra here, independent creator with Magnolia Design Company. And tonight I'm just going to make a few decorative towels. I have this one that I want to decorate with this transfer here. You can't see it because it's all stained up, but it says, "My kitchen was clean last week. Sorry you missed it." So you'll see it once I transfer it onto here. Yes, it is stained because I've been using it with dark ink colors. Darker colors do tend to stain, but they do not ruin the transfer. The transfer is still perfectly usable. So I'm going to do that one. And then I have these towels that I picked up that I want to do with this one. I'm going to do with the forest green ink. And these two I'm going to do with the black ink. So I am going to, so as not to run over my 30-minute limit that I get with my phone camera, I'm going to pause you while I open up these rolls here. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I've got them opened up, and what I'm going to do real quick is run the iron over the side that I want to decorate so that it's a nice smooth surface and not all wrinkled. So just real quick while I'm going to do this. I did order a heat press. I'm pretty excited about that. That's going to come in. And the heat press will help speed up this process. Typically when you ink on fabric, you will need to heat set it for it to be permanent. And in order to do that, it can be done with parchment paper and an iron. You would set the iron to a heat that is appropriate to the fabric you're using. Put the parchment paper on top of the ink and iron over it for 4 minutes. And then you would turn it over and put the parchment paper over the spot where you inked again and iron over that for another 4 minutes. Now the heat press that I ordered will make it a lot easier because I would follow the same steps with the fabric as well as the parchment paper. However, the heat press would take about 30 seconds on each side. So I expect to make a lot of t-shirts and decorative towels and that sort of thing because I've started doing that and I really like it. It is so much fun and they come out so cute. So I could make all kinds of gifts for friends and family with Christmas coming in the near future, birthdays and everything else. There's all kinds of ways to put that heat press to use. So I felt it was worth buying. Here is our ink mat. I had the big giant one that I used to use, and I still have it. It'll come in handy for bigger projects, but since this is a small project, I'm going to use our small, there we go, our small inking board. The inking board is sticky on this side so that I can place the fabric on there and the fabric won't move around as I'm trying to put my design on it. So I want to place this on the inking pad. See? Stuck to it. Now I have my transfer for this particular towel. I want to use this with the forest green. So I want to center this, put it right about here. So I'm going to remember to take the backing off. There was a video recently that I forgot to take the backing off. So as you will see, I've written on the back so I know which side to put it on when I return it. And then I want to place this right about here. I need to make sure it's straight. Making sure I work out all the air bubbles. I believe I've centered that well and placed it on there straight. So I'm going to take I'm going to need another one of these. All right. I have a container of water here on the side so that I can place my transfer in it once I'm done. The ink doesn't really need a whole lot of stirring. Probably doesn't need any stirring. I just do it out of habit because I have to do it for all the chalk paste. So, as I was saying, I have a bucket of water here. I'm just going to place my transfer in there until I'm finished, and then I'll clean it. In order to clean it, I will just need to rinse it with cold to lukewarm water, and then wipe it down on each side with a disinfectant wipe, and let it air dry, sticky side up, until it's completely dry. And then you can just place the backing back on. The stickiness should be back, and the backing will go back on, and you store it away for when you're ready to use it again. I want to make sure I got really good coverage on all the screened area. And I'm going to remove the excess, place it back in the jar. It's one of the things I love about this stuff is it seems like you use a lot when you're using it, but you really don't, because a good portion of it goes back into the jar once you are finished with covering up all the screened area, unless you mix your colors. If you mix your colors, then you can't put it back in the jar. Now, I didn't do a very smart thing. I placed my jar on my towel, and I'm usually very, very messy. But I did very well tonight. I'm surprised. No mess. So I don't have unwanted ink on my towel. That makes me happy. All right, I'm going to close this so as not to jinx the good luck I've had so far. And here we go. Peel to reveal. Place this in here. I don't know what that was, Willa. Shh. Willa. Good girl, but no more. Willa, no. Shh. So, before I take it off of the ink board, let it dry a little bit. Willa. No. You did a good job guarding the house. Now you need to lay down, please. Yeah. And there we have it. My kitchen was clean last week. Sorry you missed it. So now I'm going to take it off of here. And when I'm finished with the other two towels, I will iron it with the parchment paper on top. And iron it for 4 minutes, and then turn it over and iron it with the parchment paper on top of it for 4 minutes. And that is the towel. All right, now that was quick. Now we have these other two towels. I'm going to do this one with black ink. I think it'll show up better with this red design. Kind of a burgundy design, really. Picked up a whole bunch. I think these would be great Christmas decorative towels. But for tonight, I haven't used this yet, and so I want to see how it comes out. I'm pretty excited about it. So, yes, I've written on the back. So now I'm going to remove it. And it's really sticky because I haven't used it yet. So it's really sticking to my finger. All right, so I want to put this right about here. This has a lot of screen area. You know what? This cluck is really small. So I think I'm going to move this down a little bit so that it's in the white area. I don't know if it'll show up better that way or not. But I think I'm going to do it just to be safe. All right. There. Okay. And the other words are a little bigger, so I think it'll show up better over the red. Remove all our air bubbles. Okay, here we are. Wish me luck. I am about to use black ink with my wonderful ability to make a great mess. All right. So, I don't think I'll throw this in with the other transfer. I think I'll just set it. On a paper towel. I'm going to set this close to the transfer, to the here, so I don't have to go over the edges with the, you know what I'm saying? You can't see what I'm doing. So I've got the transfer here, and I've got the ink right here. That way I'm not inking over here and dragging it over the towel and dropping it where I don't want it to be, because once you get it on there, it's on there. So I really probably would have been safer to put some painter's tape around the edge of the transfer so that if I went over the edge, it would get on the tape and not the towel. But now that I've already started, I'm just gonna be careful around the edge, like that. I don't know that I've done a screen, you know, a transfer with that much screen area yet. I think this is my first time. So, we'll see how well I do. I'm scraping the excess, putting it back in the jar, while keeping the jar as far away from the towel as I can. Alright, I got his ear. And I want to remove all this excess. Okay, so now, oh look at that, I'm getting even more. Okay, now before I do this, I need to clean my hands. And put my wipes. All right, now let's peel to reveal. Oh, look at this. I'm glad I did the cluck in the white. Okay, so I'm setting that in the water for now, and I'll clean that as soon as I'm done. Ooh, look at that. Let me dry it a little bit. These guys are so cute. You know, if you want to do this yourself, you can. All you gotta do is check on my website. The link is in the description, and you can see how you can order chalk and ink yourself, as well as the supplies that go with it, or how you could join me as a creator. As a creator, you would get 35% discount on all the items. And you could just use that for your own benefit for your projects, or you could turn it into a business. And you really truly do have that option, because they do not have minimum requirements every month or every quarter. Look at how cute this is. See that? I didn't fold it very well and had to do a better folding job. Look at those three. So once I'm done here, what I'll do is, again, I will put some parchment paper, iron it for 4 minutes, turn it over on the other side, the back side, the true back side, put parchment paper and iron it for 4 minutes, and that will set it permanently. And so whoever ends up with this will be able to wash it without any problems, because it will be set permanently. One more, and hopefully I'm within my 30-minute time frame that my phone has decided I can have. Uh-oh. I need to wash my hands again, because I need to wash that. All right. I'm going to break a rule, because I don't know where to put my normal regular wipes. I only use my disinfectant wipe. It's probably better for the ink board anyway. Wash that off. Oh goodness, see? That way we don't get that on the ink does go through the fabric. So if you are doing something, you always, on ink, on fabric, you always want to have, especially like a t-shirt, you'll want to have something in between. And if you have this in between, you're doing good. If not, you want to put some sort of cardboard in between. That way it won't soak through to the other side. It'll just end up with the cardboard. All right. I'm not trying to fuzz it, just trying to dry it a little bit. Okay, let's do the last towel, and hopefully I'm in the 30 minutes. I keep saying that because after 33 minutes and 11 seconds, the video splits into 2 parts. And so Anybody out there with some technological savvy, you might offer some advice. That would be greatly appreciated because I lost my tech person. He's not with us anymore. Okay. Again, this is written on the back. I wrote what it is too because tonight I'm using, you'll see tonight I'm using the same size transfers. I'm using 3 of them. And so I write what it actually is just in case I had, because some of these had to be cut apart. And so the cuts may be a little bit different. And we want to make sure the backing fits the transfer right. Let's see. So I'm going to put this right about here. This is the Farm Fresh Butt Nugget. And at first I was kind of hesitant to do it because eggs should be white, not black, but I got over it. And so I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to use the same squeegee and the same ink. And put the ink on. I do like to put these items that I make, these creations, I like to put them in my booth. I have a booth here in town in the Tulsa area, and I will make a note of it in the description. So that way, any of you in this area, if you want to go check out booth 34 in Second Spin Consignment, gotta be careful. You can go and pick up your favorite things and find unique gifts for people that you love. Or heck, unique gifts for yourself, right? I did that little touch up there because I noticed I missed a little bit of the egg. So, oh, and I missed a little bit of that too. So I'm scraping off the excess, and I'm trying to be careful not to get black ink anywhere else on the towel. Stopped short a little bit on the bottom of the G, so I'm trying to make sure I got the bottom of the letters before I pull this up without going off the transfer. There we go. Right. Clean my hands. Okay. I'm thinking I may have gone over the 30 minutes. Gosh, time flies when I'm having fun. Okay, peel to reveal. Oh my goodness. So, dry it up a little bit. There we go. Farm Fresh Butt Nuggets. I love that black on here. All right, before I do anything, I'm going to put this over here, get it out of the way. Make sure my hands are clean. Dry this a little bit. It's funny, I work all day. Work full-time job. And then I come home and I do a little data entry and I do a little part-time job. Nice. So the whole time I'm doing all that, I so look forward to coming home and to finishing up and doing this. This is just... Okay, remove it. And set that aside. Fold this. It's not perfectly dry, so I do have to be careful with it. And there we have it. So again, I'm going to place parchment paper on top of it, iron it for 4 minutes here, and then turn it over and iron it for 4 minutes with parchment paper, and it will be permanently set so that these can be washed. So we have butt nuggets, and we have cluck oink meal. Let me adjust this so you can see it better. There we go. Cluck oink meal, and my kitchen was clean last week. Sorry you missed it. So that's it for tonight. I appreciate you watching the video, and I hope this inspires you to consider maybe checking out the website at the very least, or if you know anybody who might be interested in doing something like this, please share this with them, and they can find the information for themselves as well. All right, well, again, thank you for watching, and good night.